Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Should we do a time and weather check? Does the hoodie give a hint? It's a little bit chillier today than it was yesterday. Okay, let's do a time and temperature check. It is currently 6:46 p.m. in Indianapolis, Indiana. And the current temperature is, I'm gonna guess, I haven't even looked yet. I'm gonna guess and say it's 64. Oh, this girl's walking her dog over here. I've never seen this dog before. It is currently, let's see. Oh, it's 59 and cloudy. It's colder than I thought it was. It is colder today. What was it, 80 yesterday? And I just made a cup of coffee. I just made a cup of blueberry crumble coffee. Cheers. How are you? I'm having a good day today. I have filmed videos on all my channels. And now I am finishing with my vlog to relax for the evening. And then I'm going to settle in and I'm going to watch some TV. Alex is upstairs laying down. I just said goodbye to him because he is getting ready to leave here. He said he was leaving between 7 and 7:15. And he has dinner at his girlfriend's. I actually thought that he was going to go straight from work while he's having dinner. Where did he say that he was going? Oh, 1933, which is 1933. It's like the steakhouse, but I think it's called 1930. No, H3 Tavern is right across from it. 1933 is like a steakhouse. It's where we went for our friend's birthday like a month and a half ago. So he's going there, and I said, are you going to go to your girlfriend's house and play games afterwards? And he goes, no, I think I'll just come home, straight home. So, and last night he actually didn't get home as late as I thought he would. I thought he would be home later, but he was super, super tired when he came home last night. So I was actually laying down with Boo when he came home. And so he came upstairs and he got into bed and he like looked at TikToks for like 2 because I was like talking to him. And then he like plugged in his phone. I said, are you going to bed? And he was like, yeah. I was like, it's still kind of early. And he was like, I'm so tired. So he went to bed early last night. Tomorrow he has meetings that he has to go into the office for. So he is not working from home tomorrow. So he, and then after that, he is having brunch with a girlfriend of his, the girlfriend that we're actually going to the wedding with her and her boyfriend on Saturday. He's having brunch with her tomorrow, and then he had something he had to do on the way home from that. So he was like, tomorrow I'll be gone all day long if you want to film videos. So I was like, I can film videos all day. He goes, well, you'll be asleep during the first part when I'm gone because I'll be getting up and going to the meeting. So I was like, yeah. He's like, so you can film videos all afternoon. I was like, oh, okay. Because today, this is what happened. So today, I was filming my drama video, and I was upstairs in the bedroom. It was raining like really, really hard earlier, and I had just started. I was like 3 or 4 minutes into the video, and I heard something downstairs, and I was like, is Boo like running around downstairs? He's been like, somebody called it the zoomies. I don't know what it's called, but he's been like running around like crazy, and I was like, is Boo like running around like crazy outside? Or downstairs, not outside, downstairs? I was like, what is that sound? And so I filmed my whole drama video, and like towards the end of it, I heard something too. I was like, it sounded like he had jumped off like the chair or whatever. He sometimes gets in the chair where I used to film and like sits in the chair and stuff like that. And so I was like, because he wasn't in the bedroom with me, he like went out in the hallway, and so I closed the door, so he was like out because he didn't want to be on the bed. And so I was like, what is he doing down there? And I thought, well, maybe Alex, it was like, at that point, it was like 4:30. I thought, I'd been texting Alex, and he said he just got out of this meeting, and they went to lunch. They gone to like this one, like, meeting at this one office, and then they went to lunch, and they were coming back, and whatever. And he didn't say anything about, like, I'll be home early or whatever. And like, I looked at my clock, and it was like, or my phone, it was like, it was 4:32. And I was like, hello? And Alex goes, hello? And I go, oh my God, you're home? I go, when did you get home? He goes, right when you started filming your video. So he was what I must have heard. Like, when I thought it was Boo running around downstairs, it must have been Alex that came inside, and then Boo ran downstairs and saw him. So I said, have you just been sitting down there the whole time that I was filming my video? And he was like, yeah. He started laughing. I was like, you heard the whole thing? He was like, yeah. I said, you could have stopped me. I could have filmed it over. He was like, that's okay, babe. Don't worry about it. And I was like, well, I said, because at that point it was like still like pouring down rain. I said, I feel really bad. I said, there's not really any other, like the lighting's so bad in the living room. I did film 2 videos in front of the computer today. I filmed my booktube video because Alex finally, he was like, I filmed like 3 videos upstairs, 3 or 4 videos upstairs. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to come downstairs and get these uploaded. I didn't think I was going to film anymore. And so he said, well, I'm going to lay down for a little bit. And I said, do you care if I film down here? He was like, no, he can fall asleep like when I'm filming. Actually, it was so funny because a couple years ago, somebody said something to him about, like, when Peter is filming in the house, like, isn't it hard for you to, like, fall asleep? Alex is like, actually, it's kind of soothing for me when, like, Peter's filming videos. So he was upstairs, and I was like, are you napping already? Because he didn't turn the fan on because he thought that I was going to be filming, and if the fan's in the background, it, like, makes a lot of noise. So I was like, are you asleep? He was like, what? Huh? So I filmed my booktube video, and then I filmed a review video. I wasn't going to film those 2 videos today. I can't believe I actually made a video on every channel today. But I did, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet. So I'm going to vlog for a little bit. This probably won't be a super, super long vlog, and then he'll be leaving here. He probably should be leaving here on the next. I think I hear music on upstairs, so he's probably getting ready for his dinner. So he'll go to dinner with his girlfriends. I think it's 3 girlfriends he's going to dinner with. And then he'll be home after that. So he'll probably be home by like 10 or 10:30. And then tomorrow he has to work. And then tomorrow night he actually has dinner, another dinner too. Because I said to him, I go, you're going to brunch and then you're going to dinner tomorrow night? He's like, yeah. And I was like, is the dinner tomorrow night going to maybe be canceled? And he was like, maybe. And I was like, okay, is that why you're going to brunch? He was like, yeah. So he was like, do you care? I was like, oh, no, not at all. I was like, I'm just going to do stuff around the house anyway. And then Saturday we have the wedding. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. And his uncle is having a barbecue. So that will be really fun. Last year, was it Mother's Day that we went over there for a barbecue? It was some barbecue that we went for. His uncle made me like a 4-cheese, very fancy, so his uncle has a culinary background. So he made me like this very fancy grilled cheese sandwich on like Texas toast and stuff. And then he made me like homemade tomato soup. I couldn't believe it. Well, he said he made it for everybody because he made like 4 of them. And he said it was like, I made them for everybody, but he really made it for me, which was really nice. Alex's aunt and uncle, like whenever I go over there, like for any kind of dinner and stuff, his mom too, they always like, his mom, like if she makes chili, she makes like a vegetarian chili and like a regular chili. But his aunt and uncle have all, I mean, from like the word get-go, when I started, I can remember actually, so I did a raw foods diet. This is so crazy. I haven't talked about this in a long time. I did a raw foods diet. I feel like it was before I was a vegetarian. It might have been before I was on YouTube. I can't even remember now, honestly. But I only did it for a month. It wasn't even a month. I started the day after Halloween. I wanted to do it as kind of a cleanse. I'd actually seen people on YouTube. Was it before I was on YouTube? I don't even remember. But I started it the day after Halloween. And I made it until like Thanksgiving Day. And no, maybe it was longer than that. Maybe I made it the whole month of November. I can't even remember. But anyway, but I can remember going over to his aunt's house for something, and maybe it was Thanksgiving, I don't remember. And she had like this whole she made this like extensive vegetable tray for me and stuff like that. And maybe it wasn't for Thanksgiving that she did that. We went over there for something, and she made this whole thing up. You know what's so funny about that whole foods diet? First of all, it was extremely expensive, or raw food. So raw food is like, you like peel a banana and eat it. You don't cook anything. Like buy raw food standards. I don't know everything about it. I just like watched a lot of videos about it, and I read some articles and stuff, and then I tried it. Basically what it is that you don't eat anything that's cooked. Everything is raw. So it's all vegetables and nuts and things like that. And I did allow myself to have like, it was like a half a tablespoon of like, it was this dressing that was like made for like raw food people. But it was like, anyway, I allowed myself to have like, I would make these huge salads every night for dinner. I was going through like a bunch and a half of, because you could eat whatever, like you could eat all the fruit, all the vegetables you wanted and stuff like that. I feel like this was before I was a vegetarian I did this. I don't feel like it was during being a vegetarian that I did it. Maybe it was. I don't remember. I'm sure somebody will fact check and make a video that I made some lie up about it. I don't really remember. It was a very short period of my time. So fact check it, whatever. But it did happen. So, because I can remember, like, I would make these huge salads, and I would, like, get the bunches, like, the bags of lettuce, and I would, like, put, like, nuts in there, and I, like, cut up all different kinds of stuff, and I just eat a huge salad for dinner every night. And I can remember, like, I just was, like, I would just eat, every time I was hungry, I would eat a banana. And these guys that I watched online, I think they ended up becoming, like, kind of problematic or whatever, but they were, like, these raw food enthusiasts. And so, it's very expensive, first of all, because you go through a lot of fruits and vegetables, and everything you buy is like organic and raw and whatever, and so like you're not juicing any of it. It's not like juicing and all that kind of stuff. Like you're eating it raw. Like you're eating, like you're peeling an orange and like eating an orange, or like peeling a banana and eating a banana. Like you could have as many bananas a day as you wanted. I was eating so many bananas. But like they say things like don't like eat tons and tons of nuts, and so I would just like sprinkle nuts in my salad, sunflower seeds. Did I do sunflower seeds? I think I had to pick like find raw sunflower seeds. That's I think when I started going to Fresh Time actually, because they had a lot of that stuff there. But what's so crazy about this, okay? And people will say, then why didn't you continue to do it? So let me say the first part. The best I have ever felt physically in my entire life was when I did that raw foods diet. No, true story. Like, complete mental clarity. I hardly ever had headaches. I have headaches on a pretty regular basis, migraines and headaches. I had total mental clarity, no headaches. I was sleeping like crazy. When I was up, I had a lot of energy. But I was like voraciously hungry all the time. Like I was constantly hungry. And they'd say like you could eat as much as you wanted to eat, but you just had to eat raw foods. It was like you couldn't like cook stuff over a certain temperature. I'm sure there are still YouTubers out there that do raw foods. But there's like supposedly like a lot of like health benefits from raw foods and stuff like that. I know there's people out there that'll be like, no, you're not supposed to do that. I don't know. I'm not the expert on it. I'm not the expert on what's the best diet in the world for you and all that kind of stuff. All I know is that when I did that, I think the other thing that was great for me was it kind of took away from me like ever looking at like nutritional values or calories and stuff like that, because it was just like our kitchen counter. I'd have like apples, oranges, bananas, and then like I would have like bags of lettuce. I think I also got like the heads of lettuce, and I just was constantly eating like raw fruits and vegetables, carrots. I just like peel a carrot and then like eat it. In a very weird way, it kind of like took me back to, I kind of even forgot that I had even done this. I've talked about it a couple times on here, but it's been a long time. It kind of took me back to, or reminded, I mean, I never lived it, but like, you know, like days when people just like, you know, grow stuff and pull it out of their, I mean, I'm sure people still do that today, pull it out of their garden and like eat it. And so, because you just like eat like, you know, beans and stuff like that. It was, I don't know, it was fun for a while, but I was hungry a lot. I was like, and that's why they would say like, I mean, I was making these huge salads, and you have to remember like the salads didn't have a lot of dressing on it. I mean, like, I think I allowed myself to have like half of a tablespoon of dressing, and it was this huge, I bought these plastic bowls. We still have them. And so the salads would have like nuts, lettuce, I cut tomatoes. It was like the natural juices of it was what, I would put some fruit in the salads too. Like grapes, I think I put in there. But anyway, like the juices of the salad would like make the dressing. And I know it sounds crazy. Like I can remember the first time like the first day or two, I just was like, I don't think I can cut this again. Or I can cut this. And it was like, really, I got used to it. I got used to making the salads and stuff, but it was expensive because all that organic fruit and vegetables was very expensive. I was going through like tons of it. Like I was going to the grocery store like every day, every other day, just buying like bananas and I mean, I was eating so much fruit and vegetables, but physically I felt fantastic. I don't know that like people that do, I mean, I've met like, probably since I've done that, I've met like, not a lot, but like maybe like 2 or 3 people. They call them raw food enthusiasts usually, that do like raw food completely. And they're always very, very lean, and they usually run and things like that. And they just drink water, and they don't drink, you know, coffee or anything like that. And because you can't, because, you know, it's not a raw food. And so it's not a raw food because you have to like heat the water and stuff like that. So I can remember like watching some recipes they would do where they would like try to like invent things like burritos, but it was like you'd only turn the temperature up. Like it could never get to like the boiling point. You could never change like, I think it was like you could never, I should just actually look it up. You can never change the original, what do you call it? Raw food diet for humans. Oh, there's all kinds of nuts, fruits, nut milks, nut butter. Is a raw diet good for humans? Fresh raw foods are a valuable part of a balanced diet. However, it is possible to have too much of a good thing. Cooking is important to make certain foods and nutrients more digestible. Entirely or even mostly raw diet is likely to cause weight loss, but also makes it difficult to meet your nutritional needs. I was hungry all the time. I don't know if that's what it means, but a beginner's guide and a review. This is from Healthline. Supporters of the raw food diet believe eating raw foods has benefits including for weight loss and overall health, but there may also be drawbacks such as not getting enough calories. The raw food diet, often called raw foodism or raw veganism, is an eating plan composed of mostly or entirely raw and unprocessed foods. A food is considered raw if it has never been heated over 104 to 118 degrees. So when I would see these like recipes online that they were recreating on these different channels, there was channels that were dedicated to it. That's how I kind of found out about it. They would, and I had a friend of mine that she did it too. She had like dedicated her whole life to it. They would like make these things, but they would never, like they would like go right down to the temperature and they would like measure it to make sure it wasn't like over that. A food is considered raw if it has never been heated or over 104 to 118 degrees, refined, pasteurized, treated with pesticides, otherwise processed in any way. Instead, the diet allows several alternative preparation methods. Oh, it does include juicing, blending, dehydrating. I don't feel like when I did it, I did the juicing. I've done the juicing thing too because I watched that documentary called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead or something like that. Do you guys remember that? I did that green juice forever. I bought a juicer. I used to buy a juice all the time. And then like I would throw away all like the fiber stuff that comes out of it. And then I had my friend that actually, she was a raw food enthusiast. She told me that you're supposed to like take some of that and put it back in the juice like as pulp. Because you, like when you completely juice something, like you're taking out a lot of the nutrients. Blending, dehydrating, soaking, or sprouting. While most raw food diets are entirely plant-based, some may also consume raw eggs and dairy. I didn't do that. Less commonly, raw fish and meat may also be included. I didn't do that. Proponents of the diet typically discourage supplement use, while in the diet, they often claim the diet provides all the necessary nutrients. Supporters also believe that cooking foods harms human health because it destroys the natural enzymes in foods, reduces their nutrient. I just tried it because I had seen like these people do it online. I didn't like really look into it that deep. Reduces the life force they believe exists in all raw or living foods. People follow the raw food diet for the benefits they believe it has in, including weight loss, improved vitality, increased energy, improvement to chronic diseases, improved overall health, and reduced impact on the environment. Oh, it gives you a 2-week clean eating challenge on here. How to follow the raw food diet. To follow the raw food diet, ensure at least 75% of your food is raw. Most raw food diets are made primarily of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Grains and legumes are also permitted, but usually need to be soaked or sprouted before eating. I think that 75% is where I did a salad dressing. All foods to eat. All fresh foods, fruits, all raw vegetables, raw nuts and seeds, raw grains and legumes, sprouted or soaked, dried fruits and meats, raw nut butter, it says raw nut milk, raw nut butter. I did not do that. Cold pressed olive and coconut oils. I think I did that. I think that might be what I did for part of the dressing. Fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut, didn't do that. Seaweed, didn't do that. Sprouts, did a lot of sprouts. Raw eggs or dairy if desired, didn't do that. Raw meat or fish if desired, did not do that. Foods to avoid. Cooked fruit, I didn't cook anything. Baked items, didn't bake anything. Roasted nuts and seeds, no, they had to be like a certain way. I had to find the raw seeds. Refined oils, table salt, didn't use any of that. Refined sugars and flours. No, I did this. Coffee and tea, alcohol, pasta, pastries, chips. Is it, and it goes in here and asks if it's healthier. And it says sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Pros and cons. The pros are positive points. High in fresh fruits and vegetables, high in nutrients and fiber, intense high processed foods, limited highly processed foods and added sugar, weight loss if needed, lower blood triglyceride levels, reduced body fat. The cons can include reduced calorie intake that may make it hard to meet your daily calorie needs, reduced digestibility of food, which makes it harder for the body to get calories and nutrients, decreased amount of certain nutrients and antioxidants, unbalanced, typically high in either fats or fruits to meet calorie needs, potentially deficit in some vitamins, minerals, and proteins such as vitamin B12, increased risk of tooth erosion in people who follow a plant-based diet. That's interesting. Menstrual irregularities and lower bone mass. Okay. But then it talks about how you can combine it in here with a regular diet to help you stop being sick and tired of being sick and tired, which that's interesting. Day 1 gives you like a whole diet in here what to do. Day 2, like the dinner is raw zucchini noodle pasta with tomato sauce and basil. Raw tomato soup and marinated veggies. I mean, it puts in here the problems. Deficiency in calorie and protein intake, nutrient deficiencies, increased risk of foodborne illnesses, especially if you eat raw dairy, eggs, or meat. I don't do that. Raw food diet can be challenging to keep up with for several reasons. These may include limited food choices. You don't think. Difficulty going out to eat. Yeah, that was impossible. I do remember that. Difficulty eating with friends. Limited. Alex could care less. He was like encouraging of it. Limited food preparation methods. Expensive to buy fresh organic. I was going to see if they put that on there. Time consuming to plan and prepare. It was so expensive. I was spending like $30 a day on vegetables and fruits. I can remember that. I mean, it was really expensive. I mean, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I tried it. But I will tell you, like, honest to God, like, I woke up and I was like, I mean, it was crazy. You know, like when they say, like, we're not carnivores, we're meant to eat fruits and vegetables. I don't know if that's true or not, right? But I will tell you that for the short term of doing it, and maybe it was just because I was doing, like, it was more, why is my hat always like, it's always like some stupid way on my head. I, like, took this long shower last night, did all these hair treatments and stuff, and my hair is so poofy today. Look at that. You can totally see the scar on my head where it's like, kind of like the hair fades into the distance. My hair is so poofy today. I noticed that in a video earlier. I was like, why is my hair like standing like out like this? I literally just got it cut. It's like so poofy. Did I just get it cut, or do I have an appointment next Monday or the Monday after? I don't remember. But anyway, I mean, I'm glad I tried it. I'm glad I did it for the short term. I'm a big believer in doing I feel like my camera has been going out of focus so much lately, upstairs and out here. I'm a big believer in like detoxes and things like that. Always check with your doctor first before you do one. But I am a big believer in them, whether they're for like 24 hours, you know, like a fast detox, or trying to like different detoxes that you can do and things like that. I'm a big believer in those things and kind of like resetting your body. I don't know how much they work. I'm not an expert. I have no clue about any of that kind of stuff. Check with your doctor, check with, you know, a nutritionist and stuff like that. But I like them. I like doing them. They're fun to do. They're fun to challenge yourself. And I will say, like with fasting, I can do fasting every once in a while. I feel like a mental clarity when I do fasting. Like the day after, like I always feel like really like, okay, like really inspired. I feel like a mental clarity with that. So I don't know if that necessarily comes from the fasting or if it doesn't come from the fasting, but it's 10 after 7. He still isn't, it's 9 after 7. He still isn't like left yet. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe they postponed it. This group of friends, like, they'll sit around, they'll have like a couple drinks before they do dinner. So he's probably thinking, he was so tired when he came home. He's probably like, I'll just sleep till like 7:30 and then I'll go and I'll just be a little bit late. He's never late to stuff, which is crazy though. So maybe somebody texted and said that they're going to change the time or something. But anyway, not my dinner, not my problem. Somebody is over here. Oh, you know what it is? So my pool crew friend over here on the other side, her brother moved in over here with his wife. And I think and they have 2 daughters that are like, one is in college and one just graduated from college or something, because I met them at the Eclipse. They looked actually a lot older than that. I thought they were like close to 30. But I think it's one of them, and she's walking this dog, and it looks like it's a puppy somebody just got. I feel like I'm like looking out here at the trees, and I feel like our grass was just cut earlier this week, and it's already like long. The weeds are long. Did I tell you this yesterday? I have 2 numbers. I was going to call today, and I totally forgot. I'll do that tomorrow. But I feel like the trees and everything just exploded overnight. It's like the trees are full. The birds are out. The squirrels are everywhere. People ask me a lot what happened to my squirrel table that I had on my back patio. The squirrel table, and I guess there's like new ones that you can like screw in. What did I see when I was at Sullivan's nursery? I went through their like bird feeder section. I'm thinking about getting some bird feeders. I don't really know where to put them is the problem. Like Alex doesn't want them in this tree out here because he's afraid they'll poop up and down the walkway, which I think they probably will. So he went like maybe out back. It wasn't a squirrel picnic table. I don't remember what it was, but I told Caroline, I was like, I want to go back and I want to get some like a squirrel feed and bird feed to put on the back patio and stuff, because that made me so happy that whole year. But I remember that summer that I did that, I was putting squirrel feed out and stuff like that. When I cleaned out the garage, I was like out of it. It was like the very bottom of this box, and I was like, I'm out of it. Oh, by the way, for Fernalicious, I was going to put out here this week, it's getting colder, so I'm going to wait until next week when it's going to be solid 70s. But I ordered, somebody sent me, I don't know if I said this the other day or not, but somebody sent me this picture of like fern pot or pot soil to use. I feel like I just heard him come downstairs. He'll probably open the, I said goodbye to him, so if he doesn't open the door, I'll hear the garage door leave. I went upstairs to say goodbye to him and told him I was going to start vlogging. But anyway, somebody sent me this picture. Well, so I got online and I bought this pot for somebody out here. I bought this soil, but I also bought, so I needed a new phone case, and the store doesn't have these anymore, and so I bought one online, and then I also bought cleaning cloths for the windows, because I'm going to clean like this window, and then like our sliding glass door windows. And so I bought those like a couple years ago. Do you remember those June's Miracle Cloths? They're not called June's anymore. They're called something else. So I bought, and I swear by those Miracle Cloth things. So I bought some more of those, and then I also just bought like the fiber, the window cleaning fiber things that you bought. I bought those. Well, they all came in the same Amazon box together, and the bag of dirt split open. And so the dirt was all over my brand new, I got like in the box of the phone case and stuff. I mean, it's fine. Like it didn't get into the cleaning cloths and stuff like that, but the bag of dirt like broke open in the box, like while on its way being delivered here. I was gonna like ask for my refund, but I mean, the dirt still, I can still use the soil, it's in the box. It's literally soil that's made for ferns. Somebody sent me this picture, so whoever you are out there, thank you. So I'm just gonna use it for this one fern, and then I'm gonna be done. I don't need the soil for anything else. So I'm going to bring Fernalicious out here. Caroline wanted to get plants at Costco this week. I said, I think I'm going to wait till next week or the week after. We have the plants out there in the back, the ones, the palm trees that we have from the bathroom. They're doing pretty good. I like Alex cut off all of like the dead parts of one of them, and I cut all the dead parts off the other one of them. There's like, each one of them has 4 huge, I mean like bright green palm leaves. The flower part and the plant part and the bottom that hung over, it's not growing yet, but it will. I mean, it's not that warm out yet. I mean, today it's cold, so, but they will. But anyway, so, I don't even know what I was talking about. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so let's talk about last night. What did I watch on TV? Last night, I watched The Valley. Last night, we have not watched our shows yet. We'll probably catch up on them this weekend. We just have Vanderpump Rules and Loot. So I watched The Valley last night. Yeah, I hear he's upstairs. Or he's walking downstairs. I can hear him walking around. So I watched The Valley last night. Got caught up on that. And then watched The Valley, and then I laid down, and that's when Alex came home. I was watching The Valley while I was waiting for like my videos to get put up and stuff like that. And then after I got done with, got up from laying down, what did I do? I did something first. I was like cleaning stuff up in the kitchen. You know what I did? Okay. Let me know if any of you have done this. I've done it before, so this is why I'm so meticulous about it. So I was doing laundry last night. I had like a bunch of t-shirts and sweat shorts and like a hoodie. Like I have one of those Abercrombie hoodies to wash and stuff like that. And so I wanted all this stuff for this weekend, right? I'm like so meticulous about checking the pockets of things. Bye, have fun. I was gonna say something else to him, but he's already in the garage. I'm so meticulous about checking the pockets because when I wear like my sweatpants in the summer, like during this time, I don't like have like a Kleenex in my pocket. Watch, I'll pull one out. Oh my God, I do. But I usually don't unless it's like late at night. Cause I usually sneak, like my nose usually runs a lot late at night, like while I'm watching my iPad. And so like this is probably why this is in here. But like in my sweat shorts, I don't usually, right? And so before I wash stuff, I always like really check to make sure that nothing, like there's no like Kleenex, toilet paper, like, you know, this toilet paper is Kleenex. Oh, he's putting trash in. You gonna have a steak?
I don't know, I'm not super hungry, so we just have a salad.
Salad? He loves the filet in 1933. He has little boots on and stuff tonight. I forgot the trash was out there. He was putting the trash in. What was I gonna say? Oh, about the Kleenex. Okay, so I am like super, super meticulous about checking the pockets of, I'm super, super meticulous about checking. He was waving at me again. He's so corny. I'm super meticulous about checking the pockets of like my sweat shorts, sweatpants, the part in the middle of the hoodie and things like that to make sure that I don't have any like toilet paper or not like toilet paper to blow my nose, you know, or Kleenex. But I've been buying Kleenex. I bought this really cheap price guard or whatever Kleenex, and then Alex was like, I can't use these, so I bought like Kleenex. Or did I get those at Costco? I can't remember. But anyway, I was gonna do a review of it, and I was gonna compare the two Kleenexes. They really thought that was funny. Somebody sent me that, where they like were making fun of me about comparing Kleenexes. Have you seen some of the things I've reviewed on my review channel? They're absolutely ridiculous. It actually would make more sense for me to compare Amazon Kleenex compared to Kleenex. That actually would be a make sense kind of review. Have you seen half the ridiculousness that I review on that review channel? Today I did more gross sodas. So anyway, well, I didn't check last night because every night before I go to bed now, this is my new thing. Like, I check, well, this, okay, this sweatshirt I hang over the chair in there. So but when I go upstairs, I'm like getting ready for bed, I check my pockets, and anything that's in my pocket, I throw away, right? Like Kleenex. So I was like almost positive when I put this laundry together that there was no Kleenex in it. Well, I went down there last night and I put it on an extra 30-minute cycle. I always do that. Like it like dries for like an hour and 15 minutes, and I put it on an extra 30-minute cycle for drying, so it's everything's really dry. So I went down there today to go pull the stuff out of there and fold it, and it's literally like, I mean, it must not have just been one Kleenex. It must have been multiple Kleenex, because it's like shredded throughout all this laundry. I mean, it's fine. It's t-shirts and sweatshorts. I can pick it off, right? I mean, it's not like shredded. It's like, you know, if you've ever done it before, it's like it's like pieces. So it's easy to pick off there or whatever, but I'm like going through there and like picking it off and like putting it in a pile to throw in the trash and like folding it. It's like, I'm like, Peter, have you learned your lesson? This is where it's like, back in the day when Oprah would say, you know, like lessons, you know, are repeated until they are learned, first of all. But she would also say, you know, like I've said that in so many videos, that lessons are repeated until they are learned. But the other thing is she would say, you know, that lessons don't come to you like in a like whisper. They come first as a whisper, you know, then as a wind, and then it's like, you know, and then finally it's like a brick wall. Well, this time it was a brick wall. I mean, there was so much of it scattered through this laundry. I was like, Peter, you're such an idiot. So anyway, I was doing laundry last night, doing some other stuff, and then I ended up watching The Walking Dead. I feel like oh, no, I know what I did last night. I watched Waiting to Exhale last night. I started it out here, and then it started getting cold. That's what I did when I started my laundry, and I watched Waiting to Exhale last night. Because so 2 movies this week for Peter's Movie Club. I don't actually know. I have so many movies. This Tubi, they keep on putting this list up that says leaving soon. I'm so over it. Let me tell you how many movies I have on my Peter's movie list that are leaving soon. I have blue hearts next to them. Hold on a second. I like this whole deal all figured out on my phone. Hold on a second. I have this whole outline for Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I can delete that. I did that video. Okay, where's it at? Did I delete this? Friday Night Movies. Oh no, here it is. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies that are leaving soon. But it doesn't say like what date. What's so interesting is that I picked Waiting to Exhale. I can actually put it, so here's my system. I have a green heart next to the movies that I've watched. Oh, I have it already on here. And I have blue hearts next to the ones that are leaving soon. I think like what I'm going to do, deciding going forward, because this is what's happening is, like every week they add new movies to the leaving soon. And so I'm constantly picking from this list of the movies that are leaving soon. And what's happening is, like I watched Waiting to Exhale last night. I wouldn't have picked it for this week. I'm going to do my whole review of it tomorrow. It hit different than the last time that I watched it. I don't really know how to explain it. It honestly was kind of a little boring to me. And it hit a lot different to me than the times before. I remember loving that movie. I remember loving it. I think it has a lot to do with, like, when you watch it. I can remember, like, watching it, like, how Stella got her groove back and I was going through a breakup and stuff like that. I think it has a lot to do with, like, when you watch that stuff. I haven't watched How Stella Got Her Groove Back yet. That was going to be the movie that I was going to watch tonight. I've also got, tonight is my favorite night television because I have Survivor and Amazing Race that I'm going to watch tonight. But anyway, so, yeah, I watched Waiting to Exhale last night. It's like 2 hours long. Both of the movies that I picked this week are like 2 hours long. I looked. How Stella Got Her Groove Back is like 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm like, ugh. So anyway, this is the thing. I'm picking movies that are on my list, but I'm not really in the mood to watch because they're leaving soon, and I want to make sure I watch them before they leave soon. Like, I'm glad I've watched these movies because I probably will never watch them again in my life. Like, Jackie Brown, I loved watching. Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, I loved watching. Joyride, I could have waited until, like, the fall when I'm, like, waiting for a horror movie. But I'm waiting. I'm, like, picking the movie because they're leaving soon, and then, like, I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I'm not even really in the mood to watch this. I would have picked Waiting to Exhale, like, it's actually, like, would be a good New Year's movie. If you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. It's, like, framed around New Year's Eve. It starts and it ends on New Year's Eve. It would be a good movie to, like, end the year on. So I'm like, this week, I might just pick, like, if I don't pick, there's a couple movies on this that are leaving soon that, like, I really want to make. I need to look at the list and be like, which movie will you be really pissed if you don't get to watch? Because here's the thing. I noticed last night that Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Groove Back had 6s next to them, which meant that there's like probably 5s today because it counts down the days. The rest of them don't have numbers on them yet, so you don't know when they're leaving, but they're probably leaving soon. Like, this movie, I'm just going to actually take this off my list because it's leaving soon anyway, and I don't really care about it. I don't even remember watching it that, I mean, see, this movie. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But out of them, like, there's really 3 out of the 6 that I really, really want to watch. One of them I've actually never seen before, and that's why I was going to pick it. It's one of Alex's favorite movies. And I don't want to continue to do double features. That's the other thing. Well, I'm going to have to figure it out because tomorrow is Peter's movie night, so I don't know. But anyway, I watched Waiting to Exhale last night. It's good. I actually downloaded, like, several songs that I forgot that I loved. I had the soundtrack on CD down in the basement somewhere. But I downloaded, last night, here, I'll tell you. I downloaded, oh, here, I have the whole, here it is. I guess I downloaded more songs than I thought. Waiting to Exhale. My Funny Valentine by Shaka Khan, Sitting Up in My Room by Brandy, and It Hurts Like Hell by Aretha Franklin. I downloaded those songs last night. I'll tell you, I've been downloading a lot of music from The Walking Dead, too. The Walking Dead has a really good soundtrack on it. But anyway, yeah, I liked it. I mean, I'd seen it before. I've seen it multiple times. I think it's one of those movies that I used to put on, and I feel like I haven't seen it in, like, 20 years, but I feel like I used to, like, put it on in the background and watch it quite a bit. There were some things that I didn't remember, but the majority of the movie, like, I remembered everything about it. The one thing that was interesting about it was, like, things that I thought, like, Layla Roshan gets pregnant in the movie. It happens at the very end. I thought it happened at the beginning. Like, not at the beginning, but, like, towards the beginning of the movie. Whitney Houston breaking up with this guy that's married, I thought that happened closer to the beginning of the movie. That happens towards the end. Like, towards the end. Some of the things with Angela Bassett that happened in the movie, and she's going through this divorce, didn't happen the way that I remember them happening. So it's interesting how you, like, remember, you know, movies and stuff like that. But it was good. The birthday scene, Gloria, who's played by Loretta Devine, who I love, the birthday scene is probably my favorite of the whole movie. But yeah, it was still a good movie. And then tonight I'm going to watch How Stella Got Her Groove Back. And I'm going to watch, I usually watch movies on the weekend, but I knew Alex was having all his dinner, so I was like, I'm going to wait till tonight. So I'm going to watch How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Survivor, and The Amazing Race. And then I'm going to watch The Walking Dead. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday are going to look like as far as videos. I'll at least probably vlog, but like I filmed like 4 or 5 videos yesterday. I filmed videos on all my channels today. So tomorrow I will definitely vlog. And I'll probably do at least one other video on one other on my channel. Whether it's I have like all these drama videos, but like nothing that I feel super inspired to do a video about. So I'll probably either do like a Peterisms video or something like that. I did a whole video about Survivor and Amazing Race, and like not really that many people watched it. I was kind of surprised. I feel like they're having like a barbecue over there or something. There's a bunch of people, kids running around and people out in the yard, and they keep on going like in the backyard and the front bar. Their flowers in front are gorgeous. They have all these beautiful flowers out there. More kids, more people, parents. Oh, I think they're walking over to that house. Oh no, they've got fishing poles. They're going fishing. Kind of a little cold to go fishing, rainy. I guess it's a good fishing day, but not like if you're having like a barbecue. Hey, you all going to go fishing in the rain at the barbecue? I'd be like, no, I'm good. Can we put on a movie? Let's sit inside next to the fire. Hey, how are you? Good. I love this guy. He's so nice. He walks his dog like in the morning, like really, really early for a long time, and then he walks him at night. Or she. Her name's Tiger. She's a real sweet dog. She's like a pit mix, but she looks like a tiger. She's like striped and stuff like that. She's beautiful. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know what my day's gonna look like. I mean, Alex will probably be gone he probably won't well, he has brunch, but I think he said he was going to his brunch like earlier. And then he had some place he had to stop on the way back. He said he'd be home after that, and then he had dinner tomorrow night if the dinner ends up happening. So, I don't know, it just kind of depends on how I feel tomorrow, too. I can't believe that. I mean, I've been like, this month I had filmed actually a lot on a lot of different channels. And May 9th, who said it in the comment section? Was it Kayla that said streak? That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Kayla. Streak was the word. I've done a month and now 9 days in a row of a streak. Well, here's the thing. So the wedding on Saturday, we're leaving early for. So I really doubt that I'm going to get up and vlog early. Unless I just do like 15 or 20 minutes, which I might do. But the wedding is early enough that I think it's at like 3 or 3:30. Reception to follow, which means if the wedding starts at 3, the reception will be at like 4:35, which means we'll probably stay there for 2 hours, which means we'll be home by like 8. I could vlog after that. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. We'll be over at his aunt and uncle's house. Oh, it was actually later. I was kind of surprised because usually they do really early, and his uncle Alex were like in this group text, and his uncle said 2, which means we'll be over there till 6 or 7. So I may not vlog Saturday or Sunday. I might just have to take those 2 days off. I don't want to do that, but I may end up having to do that, or just have really, really short vlogs where I come home. The thing, it's not just about the filming of the vlog. It's like, you know, the other thing is like when we get home from doing this stuff, like going to the wedding or going to like his, you know, aunt and uncle's house for a barbecue, like I'm gonna want to come home and relax. Like you know what I just realized? I'm not gonna be able to film, I don't know about my vlog, but let alone on my other channels, I'm not gonna be able to film Saturday and Sunday. Well, maybe that's the break that I need to take, you know? Maybe that's God saying you need to take a break. So here, you're gonna get forced into taking a break and just enjoying time with the people that you love. But the thing is, it's not just about like the filming of the vlog. Like this vlog now is like 43 minutes or something like that. A 43-minute vlog, unless I upload it on my phone, and then it still takes like an hour to upload. It takes, like on the computer, it can take 3 hours to upload a long vlog. So it's not just about doing the vlog, it's about uploading the vlog too. And then I can't sleep. If I go to sleep, like the other night, I posted my vlog late because I fell asleep and I got up from my nap, and then I got up and I totally had forgotten that I hadn't posted my vlog for like an hour. I was like, oh my God, you didn't post your vlog. And then I went and posted my vlog. So it's not just about the filming of it, it's also about like the uploading of it and the rendering, and then the uploading and all that kind of stuff, and then posting it. So I can do like real short ones. I can do like 15 or 20 minutes and just check in, and that's probably what I'll do, and just kind of like let people know what's going on, because that I can get a 15 or 20 minute video up pretty quickly. But But yeah, I'm trying to keep my streak going. I'm trying to keep it going. So. And I actually like looked because earlier this week I was like, I think I'm gonna kind of like, because we don't really have anything going on. Well, I don't have anything going on next week. I don't think. Do I have my hair appointment on Monday? Maybe I have my hair appointment on Monday. I think, or maybe if I don't have it on this Monday, it's next Monday. Therapy, we're doing 2 weeks out when I schedule the appointment. Do I have therapy the same week as? No. So, okay, our marriage counseling must be on the 27th. Oh, no, we're doing it on a different day. We're doing it on a Tuesday, not a Monday. Because Alex was like, I can just take you to Tanya's after that if you guys want to go to the meeting that night. I think we're doing it on the 28th. Yeah, because that's the Tuesday after Memorial Day. We're doing marriage counseling. The week before that is when I have my individual counseling. So I was like, I want to take a week off after the trauma narrative. So we're doing 2 weeks from now. So I bet the 20th is when my haircut is. I actually could probably just look. Well, she gets text reminders. So if I haven't got a text reminder and it's Thursday, I can just literally go in here and just like look and see when I schedule the appointment. Or can I? Here, let's just... Why is it not pulling it up? Oh, because I put... Yeah, it's not pulling her up. Why is it not pulling her up in my text messages? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I don't have a lot going on next week. And when I was looking at the calendar, I was like, oh, we have like 3 full weeks. So if I go a little slow this week, that'll be okay. Plus, I think people are like finishing school, ending school, getting ready for the summer, things like that. I think, you know, I think this is like the end of, you know, like people tying up, like you guys got kids that are finishing school up and getting stuff ready and getting ready for summer and stuff like that. When summer starts, some people like to watch videos a lot during the summer. Summer's usually actually a good time for people watching videos. One day this week I posted videos on every channel. I was like looking. Oh, somebody texted me and they were like, is your video going slow today? And I like looked, because I don't usually look at that kind of stuff. And they like texted me and they said, is your video slow today? And I looked and it was like my drama video. And I was like, yeah, but it, you know, I think it was like the topic that I was talking about. What day was it? It was maybe Monday. I don't even remember what video it was. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. But then I looked to my other channels. Like, I was like, well, maybe it's just, you know, is it YouTube overall that things are going slow on? And I looked overall and like, all of my channels, like nobody was really watching a lot of videos. And the next day it was completely different. It was like people were watching videos like crazy. So I think it just depends on like what's going on. It was Monday because I was like, maybe it's the Met Gala and a lot of people are watching the Met Gala. You think? I don't think that's what it was. I think people just weren't watching a lot of videos on Monday. There's no rhyme or reason to it, you know? The other thing is so many people message me all the time. They're like, Peter, I never get your notifications for videos on any of your channels. I go and I look. And it used to just be my drama channel, but now people are like, I'm unsubscribed from your vlog. I'm unsubscribed from your Peter Watches TV. Actually, the Peter Watches TV channel is one channel that's not really affected by it. They'll say, I haven't seen your Peterisms video show up in months, and I went and looked, and I'm unsubscribed to your channel, and I know I didn't do it. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm always just like, hey, I'm sorry it's happening. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, just resubscribe, please. So I don't know what it's about. I know that I tried to fix it for a really, really long time, and they were like, there's nothing that we can do to fix it. So it is what it is. I've just kind of accepted this point. And like somebody said the other day, they said, couldn't find your Peterisms video, and I looked for it. And so like I literally like went in and I searched on YouTube. Here, I'll do it right here. It popped right up. I went in here and I went, Peterisms? Yeah, it pops right up. My channel, and there's my videos underneath there. Pops right up. See, I posted this one an hour ago. Should we go in here and read some, this is where I can like fall into like this person posted, get ready with me, first date in 5 months. She got a lot of, who is this person? I've never heard of this person before. I don't want to say their name because sometimes if I say their name, then people will be like, they're problematic. They get a lot of views on their videos. They don't post videos very often, but they do a lot of videos. They get a lot of good views. Somebody did a video on a year ago. James Charles' career is basically dead. Why? No, his career is not dead. He still gets really great views. And 10 million views on this video. Ain't nobody watching my videos about James Charles. What is Tom Short's honest opinion of Jax Taylor's bar? They all think it's a joke. Okay, let's go in here and look. We should see it. I did a video today about Jeffree Star and Jaclyn Hill. Let's see if anybody's watching it. Oh yeah, some people are watching it. All right, hey. It was actually like, let's go into the comments on the vlog. Hannah said, I always guess along, just maybe don't write it here. My guess is 6:20 and stuff. I don't ever remember the time the next day when I'm reading the comments, by the way. So many people guessed close to 6:30. Joe said, I was wrong. Damn it, Janet. Carly said, my college graduation is the day before Mother's Day and I don't live in Indiana. Okay. I think is that common though across the country? I think it is. Marie said, no, Peter, keep doing the time and temp. I always guess, but I'm never right. Amy said, Cousin Carol and her husband are like my parents. They almost never watch the same thing. I feel like, actually, it's interesting because I feel like most people that I know don't. Like, my neighbors next door, like, I was asking him one night he watches, and he was like, well, I watch this, but she watches that. My neighbors across the street, they watch completely different things. Tanya and her husband will watch, like, every night they'll watch, like, a movie together. But then he watches, like, reruns of shows, or he watches a lot of, like, Netflix thrillers and binges them. And Tanya watches a lot of reality TV. But they watch a lot of movies together. Somebody said they were going to a meeting tonight for the first time. Good luck. I hope it went well. Alejandra said, honestly, I enjoyed a lot of your videos about Brittany and Gypsy Rose. The way that you talked about it's different than other drama channels. And I was like, yes, agree. Every time that you were saying something. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody said, not the percolator. It's time for the percolator. I used to sing that in my videos, remember? So many people commenting about getting the time wrong. Oh, this was so funny to me. Okay, now I know your real name, but it's like skipping my mind right now because you changed your profile picture name. But you said, I always go straight to your videos when I think you did, when I see they've been uploaded. I can't believe we both watched the same Christmas episode of Schitt's Creek last night. I clean, wash dishes, and cook to your videos every day. I just love to hear your voice. It's so soothing. I love that. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. Maisie said, thanks for being my friend during late nights with my one-year-old. Aw, thank you. I have not listened to Taylor's new album yet. Kimberly asked me. I know it's long overdue. By the way, Thumbelina Squirrel is the cutest. I watched the Met Gala just for her. I love Thumbelina Squirrel so much. Kenita, I hope things start getting better for you. She said in here she's going through a little bit of a tough time. Rose said she loves her animals. Aww. I have not looked into Peaches, the squirrel. Caroline constantly is talking about her. Okay, Heidi asked me who's Melissa's favorite new kid on the block. I mean, she would love to be best friends with Jenny McCarthy and Donnie Wahlberg, but it's not Donnie. I can't remember. She just said the other night who her favorite was, and she's met him like several times. And then you said you talked to him on the phone. Well, that is very cool. And Melissa will be very jealous when I tell her that. Oh my god. Okay, so Imagine Wolf said, Peter, The Legend of Billie Jean is here on YouTube for free. I just watched it last week. Don't give up on Negan, wink wink. It will be worth watching. I kind of feel like, well, the last episode of season 10 is called Negan's Back or Negan's Here or something like that. So I do know that there's going to be like some return of him. And I feel like he's going to be like a good guy in the end. He has to be because he and Maggie are in the spinoff together. So, he has to be somewhat redeemable. I really like Negan this season, though, a lot. I really like him. And then a lot of people were talking about tornadoes and things like that. We actually, the alarms never went off. We were really, really safe. My friend Nikki, who lives in Pennsylvania, she said that that we went to go visit Mel, you know, last year and stuff like that. It was in the book club. She posted something on Instagram. I was going to ask her the next day, and I totally forgot that they were in the basement at like 1:30 in the morning. The sirens were going off. That did not happen to us. We didn't get really any bad weather. And I mean, it rained a little bit, but we didn't get any bad weather. But I just want to say thank you guys for checking on me and Alex and Boo. That really meant a lot to me. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, weather can be scary. Just all you guys, like, not all of you, but so many of you sent me, like, really nice, supportive, sweet comments about stay safe, and I hope you and Boo and Alex are okay. I really thought we were going to have to go to the basement that night, so I had some stuff down there, like pillows and blankets and whatever that we keep down there, but, like, in case we had to go down there, but we didn't, you know, we didn't have to go down there, so we always have flashlights and stuff, and somebody said in the comment section, they go, well, you'll have a lot of candles for that. I have a lot of candles for that. So anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here now, and I'm going to go watch the shows, all the shows. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm going to do a real short outro. I love you. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope that you're having a magically amazing Thursday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you, and stay golden, pony boy. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, I love you guys so much. A little Outsiders reference. Anyway, which is also in Tubi, and I did not pick it. It's not on my list. I read the book several years ago. I don't, like, the movie and the book Outsiders doesn't have, like, any profound meaning to me. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below a movie that has meaning to you, that really, like, it could be any movie. Like, I was talking in one of my videos the other day about the movie End of the Night with Michelle Pfeiffer and Jeff Goldblum. Like, that movie is always, like, such an escapist movie for me. It, like, gives me, like, adventure vibes and whatever, you know? So, list in the comment section below a movie that, like, has, like, changed you. You know, there's so many movies that I, like, just love so much. To Kill a Mockingbird was obviously, I've learned so much from that movie, and other movies that will be on the to-be list. Out of Africa, I loved that movie. So many movies that I learned about kindness and forgiveness in, and just funny, haha. And movies that, like, some of the movies, like, I have so many quotes from, I love so much. But anyway, and my friends and I, and Caroline and I, and you know, my mom and I used to quote movies all the time. So, yeah, put My Dog Skip. I love that movie. Put movies in the comment section below that really, like, impacted you in some way, or just at least one movie. Pick one movie. Can you keep it just to one movie? Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.